Today here we discuss about electric cell. What is the electric cell? Electric cell is a device which convert chemical energy into electrical energy. In other words, we say that cell is a device which maintain potential difference for any circuit to maintain a continuous current flow. That means cell is a device which is used to provide potential difference to any circuit to flow of electric current. In cell, there is a voltmeter. This one is the voltmeter, and there is a electrolyte inside cell. This one is the electrolyte. Electrolyte like H2SO4. When H2SO4 dissolve with water, then it convert H plus ion and this one is a double plus, this one is a double minus. Two H here. That means when sulfuric acid dissolve with water, then it break into its ions. This one is the positive ion, this one is the negative ion. Now we dip two plates. These are called electrodes. These are called electrodes, or simply it is called plates. Then one plate absorb all the positive ion and the second plate absorb all the negative ion. That means one plate have positive potential and the second plate have negative potential. When these plates are connected across any external circuit, this one is the external circuit, then circuit become complete and there is a current flow from positive terminal to negative terminal. This one is called internal circuit and this one is the external circuit. That means in case of cell, there are two types of circuit. First one is the internal circuit. Internal circuit, that means electrolyte, and the second one is the external circuit, that means any appliance used across cell. Now next topic one is the EMF of cell. EMF of cell, it is also known as electromotive force. Electromotive force. That means first letter is E and here first letter is M and the first letter is F. EMF, electromotive force. How to define electromotive force? Electromotive force, that means EMF of cell, is defined as amount of work done to moving unit charge in whole circuit, that means external plus internal circuit. Now here if we take a cell, then symbol of cell is this one, and this one is the internal resistance of cell, this one is the total cell, and here an external resistance, that means this one is the internal circuit and this one is the external circuit. So now here EMF of cell is the work done to moving a unit charge in whole circuit, that means external plus internal circuit. Now here let W is the total work done to move the charge in whole circuit, and Wext is the work done for external circuit, and Win is the work done for internal circuit. Then according to conservation of energy, now here is the work done is W in, and here is a work done is W external. Then according to conservation of energy, W is equal to Wext plus W in. Now EMF of cell is defined as E is equal to W divided by Q. That means EMF of cell is defined as amount of work done by cell to moving a unit charge in whole circuit. SI unit of EMF is volt. Here joule per coulomb, and joule per coulomb also known as volt. Factor affecting the EMF of cell. There are so many factors affecting the EMF of cell. First one is the nature of electrolyte. Second one is the nature of electrodes. Third one is the temperature of electrodes. And the fourth one is the separation between electrodes. Next one is the terminal potential difference. Terminal potential difference, it is also known as terminal voltage. Terminal voltage, it is denoted by V. Terminal voltage of any cell is defined as potential difference between the terminals of cell if there is a electric current drawn from cell. And EMF is also defined as the potential difference between the terminals of cell if there is no electric current drawn from cell. That means if there is no current in circuit, then potential difference between the terminal of cell is called EMF, and if there is a electric current in circuit, then potential difference between the terminal of cell is called terminal voltage. Terminal voltage is for the external circuit. Terminal voltage for external circuit. That means terminal voltage also defined as the amount of work done by cell to moving a unit charge in external circuit. So now here terminal voltage noted by V. So now here if we take here cell, it have EMF E, and this one is the known as internal resistance, and this one is the external circuit. So now here R, this one is the external circuit, if there is a electric current I in this circuit, then terminal voltage IR or WEXT divided by Q naught. That means potential difference, potential drop across the external circuit is the terminal voltage. It is also defined as the ratio of work done by this cell to flow a test charge or unit charge in external circuit. So now here work done is WEXT for external circuit and the total charge is Q, then WEXT divided by Q gives terminal voltage. It have also SI unit is volt. Now next one is the internal resistance of cell. Internal resistance. From name it is clear that resistance offered by cell internally. Inside the cell there are electrolytes. That means there is a electrolyte between the electrodes. So now here we take this one is the cell, these are the electrodes and this one is the electrolyte. This one is the positive, this one is the negative. If we take there is a external circuit here, that means external resistance, that means capital R, then here current flow from positive to negative, and this current goes from this and this, and this current also move across the electrodes, electrolyte. When this current flow from negative to positive, then there is a resistance offered by electrolytes. That means opposition offered by electrolytes to flow the current inside the cell is called internal resistance. Internal resistance is defined as the resistance offered by electrolyte to flow current inside the cell. It is denoted by small r. Its SI unit is also ohm because it is a resistance. Factor affecting the internal resistance of cell. Factor affecting the internal resistance of cell. First one is the internal resistance of cell is directly proportional to separation between the electrodes of cell. That means internal resistance is directly proportional to D. Now here we take a cell and these are the electrodes. This and this one is the electrodes and there is a electrolyte. This one is the positive become, this one is the negative here, and this one is the area of place deep in. This one is the area of plates deep in electrolyte, and this one is the separation between the electrodes. So internal resistance of cell is directly proportional to separation between the plates. And the second one is the internal resistance is inversely proportional to area of electrode deep inside the electrolyte. Area of these plate deep inside the electrolyte. And the third one is the concentration. If there is a high concentration electrolytes used, then internal resistance is large. And the fourth one is the temperature. If temperature of electrolytes increase, then its viscosity decrease. If its viscosity decrease, then resistance also decrease. That means internal resistance is inversely proportional to temperature. If temperature of electrolytes increase, then viscosity of electrolytes decreases. If viscosity of electrolyte decreases, then there is a ions freely move. If ions are freely moved, then internal resistance decrease. That means internal resistance is inversely proportional to temperature of electrolyte. So these are the factors affecting the internal resistance of cell. Now next topic one is the relation between E, V and R. What is the E? Capital E is the EMF of cell, V is the terminal potential difference, and a small r is the internal resistance. So now here we take this one is the cell with EMF and the internal resistance. Here we take in a imaginary box, and now here we take a external resistance capital R. This one is the circuit diagram here. Now here we apply key. This one is the key. If K is open, then I is equal to 0. That means if circuit is open, then there is no current flow in circuit. That means I is equal to 0. If I is equal to 0, then terminal voltage V is equal to EMF of cell. That means E. That means EMF of cell is also defined as the terminal voltage when there is a no electric current drawn from cell. That means EMF of cell is equal to terminal voltage when there is no electric current drawn from cell. That means if there is no electric current in circuit, then EMF of cell is equal to terminal voltage. So now here let if
a new SMS
key is closed, then there is a current flow. Current flow in circuit. In this case, what is the net resistance or equivalent resistance of this circuit? And let I is the current in circuit, key is closed. Now here equivalent resistance of circuit. Here small r and capital R both are in series when K is closed. Then here capital R plus small r. This one is the total resistance of cell. And the electric current drawn from cell is given as electric current drawn from cell is given as I is equal to EMF of cell divided by total resistance of cell. So now here I is equal to E R plus R. So now here E is equal to I plus IR, but terminal voltage V is equal to IR. That means E is equal to V plus IR. This one is the relation between EMF of cell terminal voltage and the internal resistance of cell. Now here V is equal to E minus IR. Note here, if current drawn from cell, then EMF is greater than potential, because electric current also flow from high potential to low potential. If EMF of cell is greater than the terminal voltage of external circuit, then current flow from cell to circuit. In this case, what happens? In this case, E is equal to V plus IR. This one is the second. It is also known as discharging of cell. Discharging of cell. Now, if cell charged, then what happens? Then electric current flow from mains to cell. That means terminal potential difference is greater than EMF of cell. So in this case, V is greater than E. So now here V is equal to E plus IR. So this expression is used when cell is discharged, and this expression is used when cell is charged. That means current drawn from circuit to cell. Third note, if I is equal to 0, that means open circuit. In case of open circuit, now here V is equal to E minus IR here. Here we substitute the value of I is equal to 0, then V is equal to E. That means in open circuit, if there is no electric current drawn from cell, then terminal potential difference of cell is equal to EMF of cell. Now some curves related to, some graph related to cell. First one is the variation of E with capital R. By definition of EMF of cell, if there is no electric current in cell, then terminal potential difference between cell is called EMF. That means if there is no electric current in circuit, that means there is no role of capital R. That means EMF of cell, E is independent to R. That means here graph between capital R and EMF. This one is like this one. And the second one is the graph between V and the capital R. We know that I is equal to E R plus R, and the terminal potential V is equal to IR. Now we substitute value of this I in here, we get ER R plus R. Now here we take capital R common. capital R take common, then here 1, here R by R. Now here capital R to capital R cancel, that means V is equal to E 1 plus R by R. This one is the expression. Now if R is equal to 0, if R is equal to 0, then what happens? Then V is equal to E 1 plus R by 0. R by 0 gives infinity. 1 plus infinity. Infinity, something add with infinity or something add subtract with infinity gives infinity. That means V is equal to 0. That means if R is equal to, that means if R is equal to 0, then V is equal to 0. Now next one is the, if R is equal to infinity, then what happens? So now here V is equal to E plus 1 by R by R. V is equal to E 1 plus R by infinity. R by infinity gives 0. That means 1 plus 0. That means V is equal to E. That means at R is equal to 0, V is equal to 0. If R is equal to infinity, then terminal potential difference between cell is equal to EMF of cell. Then here graph curve between V and R. Now here we take R, this one is the origin, this one is the V. And this graph is goes continuously increases, became this a straight line. Straight line, that means R became infinity. Here R became infinity. Now here this one is a joint, then this point became V is equal to E. So this one is the curve between V and R. Now third one is the graph between V and I. We know that V is equal to E minus IR. Now here V is equal to minus R I plus E. This one is the equation number 1. This equation like this, y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c is an equation of a straight line. And if we compare above equation with this equation, then here we conclude that equation 1 also represent a straight line, but its slope is negative. That means minus r. Now here we draw a curve. If here we take I is equal to 0, if we take here I is equal to 0, then from equation 1 we get here V is equal to E. That means in open circuit, terminal potential difference between the plates of cell is equal to EMF of cell. And if I is continuously increases, then this factor increases, but this factor is negative, and the EMF of cell is constant. That means V is continuously decreases. So now here we draw a curve. This one is the V, this one is the here I. So now if I is equal to 0, this one is the origin. At origin I is equal to 0. If I is equal to 0, then V is equal to E. So now here V is equal to E. Now from this equation it is clear that if R increases, then this negative value increases. If this negative value increases, then V is decreases continuously. That means this one is the. So now here curve between V and E. So now this one is the intercept. This one is known as intercept. Now here intercept gives the EMF of cell. This intercept gives the EMF of cell. This one is the equation number 2. Now comparing equation number from 1 and 2. So now here this one is the slope. now here we take this one is the m is equal to minus r or r is equal to minus m. What is the m? M is the slope. So now here r is equal to minus slope of vi curve. And from this figure it is clear that if we take here e, this one is the angle, this one is the, if this one is the theta, then this one is the 180 minus theta. Then what happens? So r is equal to here tan 180 minus theta. So minus r is equal to minus tan 180 minus theta. Minus tan 180 minus theta gives minus theta. That means this became tan theta. Tan theta, that means tan theta, that means perpendicular divided by base. What is the perpendicular? Perpendicular value is the EMF and the base is the current. That means here E by I. This one is the. And again from 1 and 2 it is found that intercept C is equal to E. Yeah, E is equal to C. That means intercept at potential axis. So from this graph we have to find internal resistance of cell as well as EMF of cell. This graph is very important graph for board examination. In board examination there are a question put up. This one is the question here, and this one is the, here is a I, and here is a V, and this and this. This one is the 2, this one is the 4, this one is the 6, this one is the 1, this one is the 2, this one is the 3, and this one is the graph for a cell. Then what is the EMF of cell? What is the first EMF of cell? Second, internal resistance of cell. We know that EMF is an intercept. Solution here, EMF is equal to intercept at V axis. What is the intercept at V axis? This one is the 6. Intercept at V axis is 6. That means E is equal to V. That means 6 volt. This one is the first answer. And the second, internal resistance of cell. Internal resistance of cell, that means negative slope of this graph. Negative slope of this graph. That means R is equal to E by I. What is the value of E? Value of E is 6 and the value of I for this point is 3. 1, 2, 3. So this one is the 3 ampere and this one is the 6 volt. 6 by 3. That means this one is the 2 ohm. So this type of question put up in board examination. Now next topic one is the determination of internal resistance. Determination of internal resistance of cell. Determination of internal resistance of cell. We know that now V is equal to IR and E is equal to V plus IR. Now here E is equal to and here I is equal to V by R. Now substituting the value of I in this equation, here V is equal to V by R into R. Then here E is equal to, V is common here, 1 plus R by R. Now here E by V is equal to 1 plus R by R. Then here R by R is equal to E by V minus 1. Therefore, small r is equal to capital R E by V minus 1. This one is the expression to determine the internal resistance of cell. If we have to given external resistance of circuit, EMF of cell, terminal voltage of circuit, then according to this expression we found the internal resistance of cell.